Hello, Magi here, and welcome back to another episode of Top 10s. So for this list, we'll be covering the crew of Subterranean. In the beginning of the game, played off like any ordinary incident. Random shit is happening, and Reimu or Marissa go out to investigate. It isn't until we reach further in the underground to realize that shit could have gone real bad if Aku had gone through her plan. Good old Aku was hoping to use her new powers on the surface. The humans, and probably every other living beings, would prefer not to be blasted by nuclear fusion, just saying. Luckily, they solved it so we can continue to have future games. So I feel it would be a good idea to make a list of these gals. So without further ado, let's begin the top 10 Subterranean Touhou pictures.
Number 10.
In Subterranean, we go through a few places. We hit the underground, then to Old Hell where the Onis are, to the Palace of the Earth Spirits where Satori and her pets reside, and later on in the remains of Blazing Hell. So the first people we meet with is Kisa, who has no dialogue as suspected of a mid-stage boss. Then Yamame. This gal can be quite nasty with all her diseases. Luckily, she's not an asshole, so you don't have to worry about being affected by her. Not only that, Yamame could be considered a troll, if you will. At least to this character anyway. It is my mission to flip everything in Gensokyo. Oh really? But can you flip that? Which is already upside down!
NANI?!
Big brain Yamame right there. Seija might have orchestrated the events of DDC, but she ain't got nothing against our resident spider gal.
Number 9.
I mentioned Satori and about her pets in the Palace of the Earth Spirit, so it couldn't hurt to talk about her once more. So Satori's ability to read minds is a double-edged sword. People hate the fuck out of her since they have no privacy. Animals, on the other hand, love her since she understands them. And I'm not gonna lie, if I could read my pet's mind, that would be the coolest thing ever. It would make my life a lot easier. Anyway, Satori's home could be considered a zoo with all the living beings in there. This picture involves a creature I was certainly not expecting. I gotta admit, those animals are more blockier than what I was expecting. But what the hell do I know? I ain't no animal expert. But yeah, Satori has some animals hanging around. Now I don't play Minecraft, but I can appreciate all the crossovers with Touhou. And I'm sure both parties are enjoying it as well.
Number 8.
When you're sick, you normally take medicine for it, depending on the type of illness you have and your age. You'll take different stuff to handle it. If you're young, you'll probably take a liquid/syrup mix to handle it. As you get older, it normally comes in a pill. I know when I had my work accident regarding my thumb, I had to take 2 different types of pills. One for pain relief and another that was antibiotics. I also used some stuff for my nose when it got congested. I would insert it into my nose and squirt out some spray, which alleviated the issue. This character is going through something I've also dealt with. I've had to use eye drops before when they got dry. Although, I can safely say my siblings have never tried to fuck it up with some lemon juice. All I know is that Satori has it rough.
Number 7.
When playing the game, we passed through stage 1 pretty easy, depending on the difficulty obviously. One of the bosses we flew by was Kisame. Being a mid-stage boss and in the first stage as well, she's a steamroll, had no chance against us. Just because she's garbage in Demaku, it doesn't mean she doesn't have her unique role in the series. Which I'll admit, I can't think of one. Maybe this picture can help us. Kisame-chan, you're good at surprising people, huh? I might not look it, but I'm a professional at surprising people. What's so funny? She may not be able to fight people, but she sure knows how to hit them hard where it hurts. As Kogasa has clearly felt. Remind me to be wary of Kisame in the future.
Number 6.
When it comes to noodle dishes, my favorite would have to be pho. I grew up with my mom making it and never ever got tired of it. That shit tastes so good. Hell, we go hardcore and we only buy beef meatballs from British Columbia. And my province is Manitoba, so we only buy these meatballs when my parents go on a vacation and chill in BC for a bit. Yeah, we're a bit picky with our fuzz. And as enjoyable as it is, I can safely say I've never experienced something like this in this picture. That does not look pleasant. While I've never had that happen while eating pho, it doesn't mean I entirely escaped it. That actually happened to my brother and I when eating spaghetti. I don't remember how it came to be. I think it was a cough or something, but next thing I knew, I felt something weird in my nose and a fucking noodle was sticking out. I ain't gonna lie, little Magi was a bit freaked out from it. Luckily, it wasn't anything too dangerous, so that was good. But that's something I would be glad to never deal with again.
Number 5.
With Subterranean, it introduced us one of its future most popular character, Koishi. How popular, you may ask? Well, she appeared in the fighting games as a playable character. That's not good enough? Well, she beat Reimu in a popularity contest. And Reimu is the mascot of the series, so Koishi's popularity is no joke. It has lessened over the years, but you gotta give respect to the subconscious girl. Koishi, it appears, has made a new friend, I think. Ika with Koishi, not a duo I was expecting. It wasn't until looking at the comments that I understood why they were paired up. Koishi can mean small rock, Ko for small and Ishi for rock. And Ika, as you recall, has the distinguishability of stacking stones well. Still better than Keiki. So yeah, a cool meeting between the two. Although it seems Koishi is not wary of Ika, which is ironic given Koishi's abilities.
Number 4.
This next picture is based from a 4-panel work I've shown a few times in the top 10 series. And trust me, there's a good reason I keep popping them up. Good quality work, I'd say. Don't you just hate it when the whole world fucking hates you that day? The title of this work perfectly sums up everything. Murphy's Law. To sum it up, anything that can go wrong, will go wrong. And as you just saw, Parsi was fully experiencing one shitty day. When your doorknob breaks off, that's when you know you should just give it up and call it a day. Hopefully it's better tomorrow.
Number 3.
I've mentioned this many times, but just in case you knew, growing up I had the N64 as a kid. Star Fox, Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, Mega Man, Smash Bros, GoldenEye. So much bloody games I played on it. It was good times. Back when I had no responsibilities and games were all that mattered. This next person knows what little Magi felt like back then. Yes! Dragonlance! Smog! Get! I swear, if my dogs did that, I would have lost my shit. Luckily, I had my dogs around when I had the GameCube, so it would have been really hard for them to reset that. Plus, they always ignored it, so that also helped with avoiding Satori's disaster. Now, I don't have cats, so I don't know if they could actually do it. If they did, I'm really glad I had dogs then.
Number 2.
As of writing the script, I've been reading a lot of manga. I used to watch anime and never read manga. I still watch anime, but I've just made extra time for manga. I mean, when you got bored, it never hurts to read something. And if the reading has pictures associated with them, it never hurts. From watching anime and reading manga, I've understood the tropes and genres each bring to the table. Some I enjoy and some I don't, but that's natural. You can't like everything. This next picture involves a trope from some of the mangas I've read. Now this is something I noticed from the shoujo mangas. I understand it's meant to be romantic in some way, but I never got it. Regardless of my feelings toward it, all I know is that Satori is not having fun in this situation. When they say owners are strong as fuck, they were not kidding about it, as Satori is feeling it firsthand.
Number 1.
Oku, if both canon and fanon has taught us, is that while she has the power to annihilate the human race, and probably many other magical beings in Gensokyo, she's not what I would consider smart. And that's putting it kindly. No matter how dumb a character may be, we still cheer for them. Chiruno would be the prime candidate, and as idiotic as they may be, they always have their bright moments, however few it may be. Let's showcase Oku's spotlight. I really love Oku's face here. It's just so happy and innocent. You just want to cheer her on. But anyway, what's the smart thing she's doing? Well, you may have noticed those walnuts. It appears she's laying them on the ground. Why? Let me explain this cool fact for y'all. There are crows that have adapted to the city, where they will drop nuts onto traffic. There the cars will run over the nuts. The crow then takes the crushed nuts and consume them. So long as they can avoid the oncoming cars anyway. Say what you will, but that is some smart shit right there. So if you take the example and put it into this picture, Oku is laying down the nuts, Yugi is the vehicle. Our Oni friend will crush the nuts and Oku will get the remains. It's cool, I will admit I just have a question. Is she not strong enough to crack them on her own? If not, then the underworld walnuts is some tough ass stuff. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Which pictures were your favorite? Do you think Kisa was being a little too mean? Did you like the meaning of the so-called rock characters? Or do you think Yugi took the trope a little too far? If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe, or else your pet will close your console, PC, laptop, whatever the hell you're using. And trust me, you don't want that. Either way, this is Magi, and thanks again for watching.